What's going on YouTube? It's Mid-40s Gamer here, coming at you with some more Elden Ring content. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to get your hands on the Golden Scarab Talisman, which increases your runes gained by approximately 20%. This unique item will give you the ability to rake in more runes while adventuring or farming, affording you the opportunity to level up just a bit more for those boss fights that make you feel softer than Justin Bieber. We'll also outline where to get a few preserving bullishes to lessen your frustration created by all the Scarlet Rot you'll have to contend with. So let's get ready to uncover some secrets, tell Melina we need some high quality H2O, and get after it. Our story begins in the lands of Caelid as we first track down a merchant who's off the beaten path a stone's throw away from the Caelid Highway north side of Grace, which can be easily reached early on in the game. The reason for tracking down this hermit before we hit our target location is to purchase a few Scarlet Bullishes, which is the quickest way to get your hands on them without sitting down somewhere and digging out the recipe from the armorer's cookbook. This consumable item will alleviate the Scarlet Rot buildup and cure the rot ailment, which you're guaranteed to encounter where we're headed. With the consumables in hand, we'll head out to the smoldering wall side of Grace to start our attack run, and as you can see from the map footage, it isn't a long hike at all, and our goal is to reach the abandoned cave, which is located to the east of this side of Grace and slightly northwest of the Celia Evergall. From the side of Grace, we'll hop on Torrent and travel about 200 meters to the east, avoiding enemies along the way. It is important to note, for those who haven't encountered this lovely status effect, Scarlet Rot accumulates gradually, coming into effect once the threshold is reached like any other status effect in the game. So fighting the dungeon's double boss down by a few hit point potions and affected by Rot doesn't stack the chips in your favor. After rolling up on the cliff's edge and looking down to observe a lower landing that we can drop down on, we'll double jump Torrent across to the eastern ledge and head down into the abandoned cave entrance. Once we land gracefully onto this secret nook covered by roots, we'll light up our torch and head down about 50 feet to uncover the cave side of Grace. Once the side of Grace is lit and home base is established, we'll just get started by taking the plunge into the River of Rot and trek our way through as quickly as possible in order to find dry ground. As we fat roll our way through this toxic slime, keep in mind it's actually a bit easier if you lighten your load by putting on some cloth armor, or just take it all off and skinny dip your way through to increase movement and roll speed. From here, we'll pop some of the bullishes we bought from the merchant to clear out our rot status and head down further towards the boss. As you follow the game footage, it is important to note that along with the Golden Scarab that's dropped by this area's boss, there are a few noteworthy weapons in this area, which are the Venomous Fang and the Serpent's Bow, which you may want to pick up so you never have to come down here again. As you can see, the path is pretty simple, and all it really requires is that you stick to the right side of the zone wall, dodging pools of rot and a few random enemies. You'll only encounter a few plague rats and some sort of mushroom-type enemy that utilizes a poison attack launched from their crude spears that's easily avoided. The Venomous Fang can actually be found just behind this giant poison flower that we're going to run past faster than Kobayashi can wolf down 97 hamburgers in order to save us some health for the upcoming fight. Once in position at the boss gate, we'll just mention that this fight might not be as easy as we're about to make it look, since we're using the pre-nerf sword of Night and Flame with a rather large pool of intelligence to increase the Azure Comet ability. If some of you out there are mourning the loss of the Sword of Night and Flame as much as we are, and you need a great replacement for that sword, the Depths Poker is a great weapon that melts bosses in a frosty flame, and if you need to know where to grab it, we'll leave a link in the description just for you. As a side note, these Clean Rot Knights can also be found as normal enemies as well, which actually drop a nice looking set of armor if you farm them enough. Once we drop this particular knight in short order, we'll collect our Golden Scarab and finally get out of here. Well folks, it looks like we're coming to the end of another Elden Ring video as we drop the Golden Scarab into our bag of holding and prepare to set off in search of some new locations to collect a metric ton of runes. We would like to take this time to personally thank you for watching, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any new Mid-40s gamer content. And if you aren't too busy wondering why the severed head of a sea slug can grow a whole new body, leave us a comment in the comment section and let us know how we're doing. So until next time, just remember, Iceland has a dating app that stops you from hooking up with your cousin, it's impossible to sneeze with your eyes open, and as always, good hunting.